Saw that, right? Yeah. 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 I yeah. You saw that? You
Mm.
saw what you saw?
I mean, y'all, that wasn't no accident. I mean, that was purposeful,
Mm-hmm.
very illegal. And my whole thing is, what can they do to him? Can she do anything to him? No. You know why? Because he is protected. And did you know that one of my great senators of Tennessee, and I say that with the most, that I'm joking, by the way,
I know, I
Marsha
know.
Blackburn has introduced a bill that it's going to be illegal to identify any ICE agents publicly.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they're going to have complete immunity. And there's people out there that don't even have.
Where your sound go? Where you
I had a
okay.
call. There's
Okay.
people out there that they are saying that don't even have the correct ICE uniforms on, that aren't carrying the correct credentials,
Mm-hmm.
and they are out there detaining people, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna be detaining us. Boy, they don't put soldiers against citizens. This is bad. This is bad.
They
And
sped the timeline up, I mean, a lot. Like, I wasn't expecting something like this for maybe a year,
that's what I thought. I
honestly.
thought we had a year.
So,
Lady under the desk? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Hold up.
but
Ugh.
yeah,
Oh, this is bad. Nobody really. What they're talking about the protests. Is anybody really talking about the implications of all this to us as citizens? It,
I mean, they're basically stripping us of every right that we have because he's calling for, because the other day he said no one is allowed to wear masks at protests anymore. That's what he said on, was it what he said on, was it Saturday night, Sunday morning? I don't know. I'm so studying it all weekend. I've just been studying it. And so then this morning, he comes and says that they'll be arresting the people in the masks now. So they're just going to arrest you because you're out there and you have a mask on. Okay? Now, y'all listen to this. They're out there throwing tear gas and stuff, but you're not allowed to wear a mask. Now, there's not been, listen, the protest, okay, I get it. People get scared of large groups. But have you heard of anybody killing each other or anything like that? Oh, my bad. Unaliving? No. It's a march. They've been marching for their rights. They've been marching so these people don't go in their house and pull their children or the parents out of their freaking home. And you know what else, Petty? It's been floating around on the interwebs this weekend, and I thought that is so poignant. There is a passage from the Diary of Anne Frank. Have you seen that floating around on TikTok this weekend? Just Google it. But there's an excerpt talking about them ripping families away, ripping parents away. And this was in 1943, y'all. This book was written, and it's the exact same thing that is happening right now. We should all be mad. It don't matter what side you sit on. It doesn't matter we should all be concerned because this isn't about red and blue.
mm-mm.
This isn't about Democrat and Republican. This is about control. This is about turning America, the US of A, into a dictatorship, into a totalitarianship. It is,
When
y'all, this is real.
the fucking military equipment. When I read that the other day, I was like, damn, this sounds like North Korea. the marching
Yeah,
band
and did you
equipment.
see? Did you see where the guy was laying? The one guy that I did see that hurt my heart. He was laying down and he got hurt by the officer on the horse. Now
Yes, yes,
that
yes.
was rough to
Trampled over.
watch. That was rough. That was rough to watch. That reminded me of 1992
Yes, he was
because
trampled over like the Taiwan Square. What the Taiwanese Square? Is that what the old man? What?
no, it kind of reminded me of when the Rodney King beatings back in 1992,
Okay, yeah.
and I just I don't know, y'all. I keep your head on a swivel because they're experimenting in LA first because it's a bigger town. Well, because it's a mecca, and
Well,
they're doing that to incite fear in the rest of the country,
well, I
right?
think our fellow citizens are doing a good job at resisting.
Oh, I think so too.
Because
I'm so proud of them. If I was rich, I would be there. If I was rich, I would be there. If it comes to Nashville, I will be there. Trust me.
oh yeah, I no 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 no, I will be there. I'm just saying like they better keep up the resistance. This
They are.
reminds me of the if this timeline is playing like it is, this reminds me of the North and the South. Like we don't went back to
Yeah,
this, but it's
yeah,
except for like it ain't like this remind me this of history when I'm reading history and what I'm seeing reminds me of one set of people saying no and another set of people saying we are going to do this because some rich man is telling us to do this.
yeah. And man, I'm telling you, I can only imagine the inner struggle that those National Guard and those Marines are going through right now. The personal
Yes,
inner struggle that they are having as individuals because they took an oath to protect the Constitution. They have their own oath. Now, their oath is not to the President of the United States, though,
it's not.
y'all. That's not their oath. Their oath is not to him. Okay? But if they set it up right by now calling them insurrectionists
I have
and
to.
they invoke this certain law, huh?
I got a question that deals with history.
Hmm.
So, Americans, y'all don't know that y'all stole this land. Let's do the history lesson. You came over, made contracts with natives and people that were over here already, and we are living on stolen land. Let's get that part. The question has to do with the Mexican flag, in particular with California. There was a Treaty of Guadalupe that was signed that Americans haven't really abided by. So the Spanish and American Revolution happened, and they did a treaty where Mexican citizens across the West, from Texas over to California, were supposed to abide by an agreement that they had dual citizenship, and that's why if you ever go there, and you will see that they say San Pablo and all these names that are not American because that's technically supposed to be an agreement that was had with Mexico that isn't being held up on America's side.
Right.
So that's why if you know what a Chicana or Chicano is, you really need to get into history about Chicanas and Chicanos and their history with America and America not living up to its agreement with the Treaty of Guadalupe. So when you see Mexican flags in LA and in Nevada and Texas, those folks are representing their country, but they do are Mexican citizens and go back and see their family, but they are representing their heritage that is deeply rooted in those states and is not going away, and they're not going to give up on holding their land and still being Mexican.
Ooh, Tina, you are so right because and I'm just going to say it and I hope it doesn't offend anybody, but they are YT washing history books. Big time.
Yes.
They want to take all of the real history out and rewrite it so that our forefathers look more favorable. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
I mean,
Don't be sorry.
I try to be tactful, when I'm on here, because when I'm not on here, I'm not very tactful. Like people hate to go out in public with me because I'll sure enough just tell it. And like there was a Republican on the TV, that's not on the TV, but somewhere. Whose podcast was I listening to this morning? I can't remember. Maybe it was Don Lemon's. And the Republican senator, it was a man. God, I wish I could remember who it was. He said, and look at all of those Mexican flags being flown. And I thought, you know what, Betty? You know what? You should be. It just infuriated me. It infuriated me. That is their lineage. That is their history. That is their right. That is their birthright.
And that is their land. You can't wipe away.
That's exactly right.
And their families that are across the border. Like you can't. That is their history. They're representing Mexico because they are Mexican, but America didn't live up to agreement when it comes to that dual citizenship part of the Treaty of Guadalupe. They are American. They American and Mexican. I mean,
but I tell you, I am proud. There is a little suburb or a little town in LA called Glendale.
yes,
They actually terminated their contract with ICE today. They said they didn't care, that they were terminating. I guess the cities have to have like some kind of where they will come in and take the people for you or whatever, where ICE agents will. It's some kind of contract. And Glendale did whatever they did and they terminated it. They said, well, we don't want to have anything to do with it. We're not having anything to do with it.
Let me play this video.
All right.
Here we go.
It's been a couple hours. Here's what's happening in Los Angeles right now. Donald Trump went around the governor of California and tried to order 2,000 National Guard troops to come into Los Angeles to tamp down the rioters and looters. Only about 300 of them showed up. This is the Los Angeles Police Department and the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department said that they had things under control. In fact, they had things so under control that about 40 or 50 of them were able to march in today's LA Pride Parade.
Hold on, let me
That's
pause.
right.
Let me pause. Well, no, we're going to go with the voice. I'm sorry, I'm not going to show her face. This is under the desk news because I don't want nothing to happen.
Love them, love them, love them.
Let me continue. Yeah, I ain't finna show her face. I don't want to get in trouble.
Has you thinking that it is the Rodney King riots out there in Los Angeles, when in fact the LAPD is working with the LA Pride people to march in today's parade. And the 300 National Guardsmen who showed up as part of Donald Trump's order, well, this is what they look like. They have no mission. The LAPD and the Sheriff's Department don't have anything for them to do. Now, I don't know who these people are. Like I said before, I don't know who these people are. This is what the National Guard looks like, though. Continuity in uniform, continuity in service weapon, name badges, rank patches. And about 30% of them are Mexican or South American in heritage, as one of the legal pathways to citizenship in the United States is military service.
Ooh, this is
So
bad.
here they are, taking a rather relaxed and disciplined pose. In contrast, here are some of the people who have been identifying themselves as ICE agents. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a cop in jeggings and chucks.
I gotta show that. I at least gotta show that. Let me not show her face. I won't show her face. I'm not gonna show her face because I don't want to get in trouble. Let me flip this around. Y'all see that, right? That's wild. That's wild. Let me continue the video. That's wild. That's wild.
Continuity in uniform, masks, no badges, kidnapping folks and transporting them in unmarked vehicles to undisclosed locations. That is what the people of LA are resisting. Also now, we are up to 11 arrests of people who are resisting. There was one this morning, we're up to 11, and these arrests are entirely to do with when the cops come into a certain area and they tell you to move and you don't move, they can arrest you for not moving. These are non-violent arrests. And typically what happens is they throw you in the back of the paddy wagon and they let you go a couple hours later. What the mainstream media is reporting is that over 1,000 people have been arrested, but what they're referring to are the over 1,000 people that over the last 4 days have been kidnapped. These are not arrests. There is no warrant to match the arrest. There was no crime in progress to match the arrest. What we have instead is a confirmed report that over 1,000 people were put into unmarked vehicles by people who are not wearing a badge or a name tag, who are wearing a mask over their face, and brought to a detention center that we also don't have access to what's going on inside of there. And if that wasn't bad enough, there are people who are seeking to profit from the fear and chaos surrounding the events in Los Angeles. People are posting old videos of like the 2020 riots and saying it's happening right now. They are posting videos of riots that happened in other cities at other times and saying it's LA right now. Those videos go viral, and the creator who posted it makes a ton of money. So just be careful about what you're watching. Double check things as you're reading them. If things in LA were as bad as Trump is saying, then 50 police officers wouldn't have had time to walk in the Pride Parade today. Lots happening. Take it slow.
This bad.
DJ Q, this is America. I mean, y'all. They are literally. What song is this, Eddie? Eddie, who this? This don't sound like no Childish Gambino to me. It's okay. That was a long intro.
Woo!
Well, y'all, I just they've took 1,000 people, and listen, y'all, that's just the people that have been reported. Those are just people that have been reported. Think about the people that have been out there that don't have anybody to report them.
Let's talk about the future.
What future?
Where
Dystopia?
where we get what's that show they canceled? They canceled a damn show on HBO, and it was about like horror, and it was a horror Lovecraft Country. Remember that?
Yeah, I like that show a lot.
Okay. And the next part of it before they canceled it was going to be the New America. It got split up because of all of this.
Right.
That's what the new season was going to be, and it was for I can understand for the people who didn't want to fund it why that could seem like a harsh reality. But I think reality's starting to sit in that they're that split might happen. So let's think about the future. If we are going to resist, where's the best spot? I mean, I'm really thinking. Before I even I was thinking about you. Then I was thinking about places to be. Colorado was on my thing. I'm sorry for anybody in Colorado. Just saying.
If you're gonna be in the U.S., like if you want to stay in the U.S., honestly, I would probably go somewhere like Montana. I would do Montana or Wyoming. I would do somewhere where there's nice, wide, open spaces, to be honest. And like tips on if it does come to your town, like if you have any inkling that you may be one that might even get detained, like, oh, did you know that they accidentally detained a U.S. Marshal?
Girl,
They
why?
detained a U.S. Marshal, y'all. The ICE agents took a U.S. Marshal. He had to identify himself after they detained him. They would not let him give his credentials and identify himself before they detained him. They detained him, and then he got to prove who he was after he was detained.
Yeah,
A
this
U.S.
getting
Marshal, y'all.
this getting wild. I want to really, I just want to put it out there. We have to think about the future, and if this experiment goes full blown, like out of control, and every state ain't like California, where they go ahead and
Yeah.
send 2,000. Texas National Guard go ahead and send 2,000, or Georgia National Guard send 5,000 on the citizens. Florida send 5,000 on the citizens.
Well,
Where's the best chance to resist? If this bullshit keep going on, what you mean
hmm.
live streaming? What you mean live streaming? Like be out? I mean, I would like. Let me get out my feelings and tell you. If I have to do what I have to do, I'll film it. I'll film it. I ain't gonna be like the Australian reporter though. You ain't about to get me. I'm gonna have extra zoom on my lens while we discuss things. I'm not gonna be like right in front. Shit got me fucked up. Shit.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, y'all. Just always, I mean, like, I hate to say it's crazy to think that we have to have our paperwork in order, like our birth certificates, our social security cards. If you got a passport, uh, if you don't got a passport, I encourage you to get a passport just because it proves that you are a citizen. If you don't have your star license yet, get your star license because, like I said, it's insane. But get
We're talking about a marriage certificate. You didn't, Jennifer. You know that bill they didn't pass against women.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're
They
gonna take they're gonna take the rights away so that the women can't even invoke a divorce. It's only gonna be the man. It's gonna be against the law for a woman to divorce a man. They're trying to take it back to where women, like, we're not even gonna be able to have
well,
credit
bank account,
cards.
y'all didn't even have bank accounts back
No,
then.
we're not gonna be able to have bank accounts. Y'all, I'm gonna be on the wall. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I'll be on
Mm-hmm.
the wall.
This worse than him. Hold up. This worse than Handmaid's Tale. This a mix of Handmaid's Tale, 1984, and a Parable of the Swords, all mixed
All mixed
together.
together.
This is
And
some
it's
horrible shit.
and it's happening in 2025.
Yeah, and the shit's happening like right now. No, this is worse than Under His Eye. This is the motherfucker Octavia Butler wrote about these
Yeah.
electric fences and us having collars around our necks and shit, and working and tolling, and men coming and putting their hands on women and trucks and children, and living in these little shack-like cabins, no matter what color you are, and then running away. It's bad. The, and she wrote in the book how they put the National Guard. Man, what the fuck? That lady was a damn a fortune teller.
Yeah, I think she was a soothsayer. I really do. I really, really do. Because just I mean, the exactness is just it's just uncanny. It's just weird. It's freaking weird.
Fuck it, is it fucking like this motherfucking book coming to life,
Yeah.
including the political realm of, like, they took that shit was what's on them damn hats was on in that book.
Yeah.
If you do before this thing go wild, you better go get that book, Parable of the Swords. Written, when was that book written? Hold up.
It's a good book, y'all. Like, yeah, if you get to reading it and like, it's a good book. It's one of them books that at nighttime you'll be like, let me read another chapter before I go to bed.
1993. You
Forecasted all this. Forecasted every bit of it. Forecasted.
Parable of the sorrow. I'm sorry. Sorrow. Sorrow. Parable of the sorrow.
I just I'm not so worried about me. I'm old. I can adapt, but I'm just really worried about the
Oh,
generation of.
hell no, not according to that book. No, 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 no. The things they was doing to old ladies, young ladies, you read that book, right?
Yes, I did.
And they did horrible things to old ladies.
Yes, they did.
No, no, no. If they have their way, no. Don't say you no, because none of that need to happen to
No,
nobody.
I know. Well, I look. It's just like this. Like I am a resistor. Like I'm a resistor big time. Like it's in my blood. It's in my spirit. I I don't believe in injustice. I believe every people are like humans. Like just be a good human. And like what they're doing is just it's just horrible. It's horrendous. It's unconstitutional. Like
Jennifer,
it's
Jennifer, there's a part of that book I cannot forget. It's the part where they go, people are nice or something. And I'm finna go get the book again because I can't find my copy. But something along the line of when there is lawlessness, you will see the worst come out of people with no regard for kindness. If they are allowed to be lawless, like what's going on? Because I see it. Like I'm seeing like you can see it, right, Jennifer? You can see it. Like people.
yeah, they're listen, they're and how do I say that? They're waiting on it. They're wanting it. They're pushing it. They're flicking rocks. They're standing behind you and just giving you that little push. They're wanting to see it. They're wanting it to happen. Like they're ready for just complete chaos to erupt. Like that's what they're banking on, right? That's what they want. They
Book
want
of Eli,
complete
the book of
chaos.
Eli. I mean, let me go get my book. Let me go get my Bible. It's been a minute since. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see if that matches. Hold on.
I just I just mm, y'all just check on your people. Y'all just check on your people. Reach out to your people. Find your tribe. Talk to your tribe.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Book of
And
Eli.
stand on the side of right. Like we all know what's right. We know we know what's right and what's wrong. We all do. Just stand on the side of right because mm,
Hold on.
yes, Sarah, absolutely.
Oh, oh,
Sarah says,
oh,
"Be
oh!
careful,
It's
be prepared,
the
know your
movie.
surroundings,
The
and be
movie.
good to one another."
Hold up. The Book of Eli is the movie where he blind.
Oh, with
No.
Denzel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Book of Eli is in. No, no. Book of Eli was like post-apocalyptic.
That was apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's not it's not tangible with people losing all lawlessness that only has to do with men, and men being in power and basically saying nobody, women don't matter. Like I don't even know if this is really a black and white thing now.
No, it is not. It goes across. Listen, y'all. It goes across all races, all ages, all ethnicities, all all class groups, right? So all tax brackets, except for the one percenters. I'm just going to say that because they're the ones pulling the strings. At the very top, they're
Oh my God.
the one percenters are the ones benefiting. Those are the ones that are coming out on top, right? So it's basically like we're living the real life Hunger Games, y'all. I mean,
So that's when it just hit me. The tech billionaires, they wrote about it. The tech billionaires wanting their own cities. So you force this thing, you force this calamity, and you come and play fixer, and now you have these cities.
so you can make smart cities.
Yes. So then you are in the digital money. You can now have no US currency. Once again, the splitting, the fracturing of this place is about to happen. Then you have the digital currencies because they've been really pushing that, right? And we on the same line?
Yes, yes, they've been pushing like Bitcoin and stuff a lot. Yes,
Mm.
crypto.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
Because what we're seeing, it's horrible. It's a violation of human rights, but it's just surface level. It,
Yeah.
like Jezebel said, it's just surface level. Like this goes down. This is like one of them like a rabbit hole. She's absolutely right. This because all we're only seeing y'all what they want us to see, right? If they didn't want us to see this, we wouldn't be seeing it. So why are we seeing it? We're seeing it because there's something else going on behind the scenes that we can't pay attention to because we're too busy paying attention to this. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just going to be the downfall of American democracy. I know I sound, listen, y'all can say I'm a pessimist, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but when you study history and you study all these things that have happened in the past, and you think, well, gosh, that wouldn't happen to us. But I mean, every great civilization only has a certain lifespan, right? Every
Right.
every civilization has failed. Every civilization has
Happened
failed.
to the French, happened to the French, happened to the Romans, happened to the Greeks, happened to the Egyptians, happened well, hold up. Ethiopia.
Yeah,
Ethiopia.
but you see, no, they don't mess with nobody, and nobody messes with them.
Right. Right. True. Very true.
They keep to themselves. They take care of their own people. Um, they are very they are very connected to their spiritual realm. Like I just feel like they live in a different realm than we live in.
They do.
If that makes any sense.
No, it does. They do. They do. They embody a little bit more than I think they just are world travelers and they embody more than most of us know.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, I really just feel like we are witnessing in real time. That's why I tell my kids all the time, journal, journal, journal. I told them back when COVID started, I told every one of them, buy a journal because what y'all are witnessing is something that has never happened before when they shut us down for the pandemic. And ever since then, every one of them has been keeping a journal. I'm like, every day is something
oh,
new. Every day is a new
that
thing.
you just you just shocked my brain.
Hmm.
That's when everybody woke up. Here, over here,
Hmm.
they woke up. Like during the pandemic is when people noticed that they could work from home, start being more with their families, and nobody wants to go back to this setup of office
To
workspace.
the rat race, right? Nobody
Yeah.
wants to jump back on that hamster wheel
Oh,
when they don't have to, when it doesn't necessarily have to be done because it's been proven everything almost can be done in the comfort of your own home, you know, with your own people, where you're safe and you're secure. But by doing that, though, you ain't spending your money now, are you? You're not feeding the machine, and that machine has to be fed,
Yeah.
and they going to get
Oh,
their
they got
food no matter
smarter.
what.
And then they got smarter and started buying from China because they
Hmm.
had time to do their research. So nobody's going and really shopping out there like that.
No, I can't tell you the last time, like for holidays or things like that, that I've stepped in an actual store to shop. I don't do it because I don't like the energy. Like, um, no, I won't. I won't do it.
Oh, I see now. The people they want they want this to go back to a certain way. It's not supposed to be like this. I can see now why.
No, and they want to control it, and especially the leader that is in place right now. Um, Listen, he's considered, no matter what anybody thinks of him, right? This, as of today, as of right now, this is still America. This is still the United States
Yeah.
of America. So he is still seen as the leader of the biggest country in the world as we're crumbling.
Yeah.
But, like, if you have any kind of ego, and if you have not been in the political realm to, to be over your constituents and to be over people, that could inflate your head a whole bunch. So now we've got this egomaniac, um, just doing whatever he wants to do. And for some reason, there are people that will not stand up to him. And those are the people that we really need to resist. We really need them to stand together because there's more of them than him.
Jezebel, let me take you back in history to non-political anything. Let me know when you're ready. And they write it so small. It's just a paragraph. They write it so small, but it's so big. This thing is so big. Let me know when you're ready, Jezebel. I'll take you back. Okay, so the Boston Tea Party paragraph is so small in the history books, and they leave out so many details. The massive details is that nobody wanted a king. Nobody wanted to be taxed because someone in England wasn't representing us. Now coming back to non-political, we somehow got away from being represented and electing people who are not actually representing us. I think in some way we have, if we, I don't know if what's going to happen, but if it happens, we have to get back into that mode, but just better, and get away from this red and blue thing. I don't like it. I don't like it. That was a setup, a massive setup to pit people against each other is wrong. Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Making people choose sides versus representation, right?
I mean, because if you think about it, they set us up to fail from the very beginning because it's always been divisive, right? It was,
Mhm.
like you said, it was set up that way. It was set up to keep us divided because as long as we're divided on issues, and we argue about issues, we can't come together for the greater issues to see the greater good. Well, now, because of years of that in the past, it has culminated to what we are witnessing right now. It's almost like a volcano that is erupting, and we're starting to see the lava come over the sides, and we're standing on the island. And guess what? We ain't got nowhere to go. So, like,
Girl, I played the video, girl.
what are we
They
gonna
there.
do?
They there.
So,
That's what got me on, girl. That's how I got ended. Girl, that's how I ended up on live. The first thing I asked was, did anybody report on this?
So glad you
I'm
come,
getting a report.
because I was going to ask you if we was going to have a topic tomorrow, because I wanted to talk about it. So I'm glad we're talking about it today, because it's been wearing me out all weekend. I just encourage everybody, if you've not taken a look at what's going on, to please take a few minutes and just look at some independent news. And I stress independent news.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, speaking of news, did you see what they did to Terry Moran at ABC?
What?
So Terry Moran sent out some tweet or something about, oh, what's the guy? Oh, what's his name? Oh, somebody help me. Anyway, some guy at the White House. Please look it up. Anyway, no, it's the
Stephen Miller.
Yes. Said something about him being a hater or something, right? And then the White House called for him to be suspended or fired. And ABC, and I don't know if y'all know, Terry Moran has done an interview with Donald Trump. You know, he's a really well-respected reporter at ABC. Like, he ain't no little just fly-by-night guy. I want you to know that ABC has silenced him. He had to take down what he posted, and he is suspended. ABC suspended him. So they silenced him. And you guys, that's just like what they did with 60 Minutes on CBS. And the 60 Minutes producer or executive producer stepped down, and so did somebody else at CBS, because they're being silenced. Mainstream media is being silenced. So I encourage everybody, find you a good independent news source, fact check it, and look at it a couple of times a day. Like, I know we like the mess. I know we like drama. I mean, I know we like sometimes to just get out of our real life, and get on here and, look at puppy videos and stuff like that. But I just encourage you, just a couple of times a day. Reddit is good too. Reddit is not always bad. It's how you use it. Reddit is good for a news source. But I encourage y'all to see what's going on around us, because it may not be to where you're at yet, but I guarantee it's coming.
Let me put the poll out. I want y'all to think about this. I'm about to put a poll up. Are you going to fall in line, or are you going to resist? If you're going to fall in line, cry. If you're going to fall in line to save your ass, cry. If you're willing to resist, smile. Let's see where you at. Let me see where your head at. Because hey, we might be on two different sides.
I know people think, well, I'm going to fall in line because it'll save my butt. Well, history proves that that's not necessarily true either. So, this is what I know. I know if some Marines or National Guard come and set up a little barricade in my area and they say, oh, come over here and we'll take care of you, I'm out. I'm gone.
Yep.
You won't see me. You won't hear from me. It will not be pass and go. It will not be collecting $200. I will be gone.
Nope. Me and my boys. Nope.
I don't need your food rations. I don't need none of that. I'm out.
I'm gone. I will not. I will not. To the one. Hey. You need to read Parable of Sorrow. The people that thought they was gonna get help in that book, then they just locked them all up. They locked them all right up, didn't they, Jennifer?
Yeah, that's exactly what they'll do to you too.
They thought, oh, we gonna put you in the house. They locked them folks right on up. Had them working and took their kids. Lord Jesus, it was wild. It was
I mean,
wild.
that's exactly what those quote ICE agents are doing right now in LA, right? They're taking those people and they're locking them up. They're locking them up in an undisclosed location. Maxine Waters went to try to get into a federal building out there. They wouldn't even let her in. Like,
What the fuck
what?
is this? What is this?
What are they hiding? What
Yeah.
is going on is what I want to know, because I'm just going to tell y'all, not all them people that they locked up are illegal immigrants, okay? Number one, I'm just I'm just so beside myself. I know I keep talking about it, y'all, but
No, like what is going like does ICE only take orders from the like is that his brown shirt wearers now? You know the brown shirts?
yeah, I know the brown shirts.
Are they acting as the brown shirts and then you have regular police out here like saying like we answer calls to service and they
Yes.
so so when
Yes.
so when are our people gonna be like, hey, like when I say our people, I mean like the police who supposed to be servicing us and keeping the brown shirts away. So is this how it happened over there? Did they have police over there or just brown shirts? People becoming brown shirts because we got a lot of things.
Where in LA?
No, Germany.
Oh,
Germany.
no, they didn't have they. I don't recall them having like a regular police force.
Oh, so this is gonna be good because we got several things going versus what they had. So back then, tell me when I'm wrong. So they had a military, right?
Yes,
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, regular citizens start signing up to be brown shirts as extra, like the Proud Boy, right?
right, right. Well, because
Regular,
they also thought that that would ensure their safety, right?
right.
So, yeah,
So then those regular citizens, because I'm not really fluent on I just know some, so correct me if I'm wrong. Those regular citizens then worked with the military to start gathering people, right?
that is correct. They're neighbors. They're
Okay, okay, I think we might be
shopkeepers.
good.
Yeah.
I think we might be good. I think
Yeah.
we might be okay. Because I'm living in like this space where, well, we got police, we have can't put the National Guard in this. We have police, we have other federal agencies besides ICE, we have Homeland Security, we have well, ICE falls under Homeland Security though, right?
Okay, but listen, Petty, listen to me one more time. They're not calling them protesters anymore. They're calling them insurrectionists.
Where you
Since
see? Where you
since
see?
since they have the Insurrection Act, they can invoke that Insurrection Act. So you're looking at a completely different kind of person now, right? So he can mobilize those federal agencies against American citizens
Hold on.
by changing that one word, by semantics. He can do that. All he has to do is change that verbiage and get everybody using that word, and then he can
What
like,
you?
yeah.
Oh,
And once he invokes this Insurrection Act, y'all know he can invoke ML. Once he does that, he has total control and he can invoke ML, which I think is like in game.
but do you actually think, I think, fuck, I don't, I wanted, would these new generations not fall through? Well, hold up. There's supposed to be 2,000 troops there. Only 300 showed up, right?
Yes.
I'm okay. Let me see if, all right, let me get this Ritter. Let me see. Hold on. P. Hell says fucking asshole. This motherfuckers is supposed to be at the border. Why is I just don't understand how 300 of these motherfuckers just don't understand they supposed to be at the border.
No, they don't have to be at the border anymore. Remember, they passed that law where they can go so many miles inside any.
I just read it. I just read it.
Oh, okay.
Senior White House aide Stephen Miller, an immigrant hardliner, describes the protest as a violent insurrection.
There it is.
The administration has not invoked the Insurrection Act. Two U.S. officials told Reuters on conditions of fuck it, fuck that word. One said that National Guard troops can deploy quickly within 24 hours in some cases, and that the military was working to source the 2,000 troops. The 1807 law empowers the president to deploy the military to enforce the law and suppress events like civil disorder. The last time it was invoked was during the 1992 Los Angeles riots at the request of the California governor. This is fucking bullshit. These folks ain't even rioting like that or protesting like that.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they throwing. I mean, I don't even know if now at this point are the rocks that are being thrown at ICE. Is that a real video?
Is it? And who's throwing the rocks? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, like why? Like that? It seemed weird. Like that. People don't let rocks get thrown. Like why the hell in a bunch of vehicles screaming down the damn highway? You just throwing.
I don't know. I'm sick. I'm sick about it.
Oh, is it? That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, somebody throw the rock at ICE or the cops or law enforcement. That started a whole damn thing.
Yeah.
I can't throw no rock in no police car without it stopping. I don't care what bridge or the thing, because it ain't shit going on. See what I'm saying? Ain't shit really. They ain't got no motherfucker. Look. Now I'm wondering. Because, yeah, them motherfuckers would have stopped. You cool. They would have stopped. Yeah, this is weird. This is a weird ass timeline. I don't like it. I don't like this timeline. I don't like even reading this article. And then what's up with showing all these? What the fuck is up with these images of a whole bunch of police cars and acting like it's mess? Oh, I see what the fuck they doing.
No,
They're trying to act like it's Mexico coming in to fight.
Right. Exactly. And that's why they were so stressing the Mexican flags being flown. They were stressing that. And now you got to remember they've already said they've been showing mass videos, pictures and things from other riots, from other areas, from from things that aren't even going on there right now. And I mean, oh,
but is he trying to redo? Bush did what he did to get us all, patriotic. 9/11, patriotic.
Oh, that's topic for another day. It sure is. Yeah,
we'll save that word. But I was going after citizens going to drive up like I don't even know if people really like it. Like, how is it patriotic to go after other citizens against citizens? Like, do you really think y'all that we that dumb?
Well, Petty. How do I put this? He's playing for his favored citizens. Like
the one.
He's putting on a show for his favored citizens. Does that make any sense? Like, the kind of citizens that he wants to bring in is enjoying this. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Saudi Arabia.
You know, they're all
I hit it right. Kuwait, Qatar. Am I hitting it right?
yeah, you know, them yeah, they're enjoying it because, you know, they believe in keeping everything in line. And then also he wants to play favor to the one percenters here, like the
Zuckerberg.
you know, the old yeah, Cindy said it. Cindy said it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
you
agree.
know.
I agree.
That's his people. That's who he is worried about um wanting to please, wanting to appease.
You know what,
It's just
Jennifer, if it get wild, I'll do you a favor. I'll come get you. I'm going to Canada. I think I think I think after their election and them holding up, and if I can't get into Canada, I'm gonna take a boat down to Mexico. I'm not finna. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Yeah,
well,
I'm not playing. I don't even want to play with this
I
because
think between Canada and Mexico, I would go to Mexico.
yeah, let's just go to Mexico because I'm yeah I'm. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah. Let's just go to Mexico. 'Cause I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Rich people. Do you know what rich people do? Come on, Diddy.
Yeah. I mean, and let's take a I mean, let's facts are facts. Diddy is low hanging fruit, right?
Yes, yes.
He's just he just got put out there. Like that is another rabbit hole to go down, right? That's just the tip of the iceberg. So when people be saying that really weird things go on in Hollywood and stuff like that, really weird things go on. Yeah. Really I believe it when they say that there's um ritualistic stuff that goes on and stuff like that for sure because Diddy's low hanging fruit. I mean, he's going to take the rap for all them rich old people.
I have not been to Mexico, but I think I would rather. I think I'd rather. I mean, I just rather do that. Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to say it. I just didn't want to say that c word, but I think
Well,
I'd
listen,
rather.
I ain't worried about them because my whole thing is I ain't gonna bother them. They ain't gonna bother me. But I know that once I get down there, Mexico don't play about their people. And when it comes to if there was ever a FIGHT brought there, they would stand up. They would do their big one because remember when everything first started overseas, and I hate to even say where, the Mexican president flew his plane in and took his people out of there.
We going back to Bush?
No, no. Last year when everything got really heated between I hate to say it because it brings people in. When everything got really heated between Palestine and Israel,
Okay.
and they were like evacuating people. Do
Yeah.
you remember that? The Mexican president flew his plane down and picked his people up and flew them out of there. And
Mm,
nobody, yeah. So he don't play about his people like his embassy people and stuff like that.
okay. Okay. He got him out as soon as it
Yeah, as
started.
soon as stuff went down, he got them out.
Okay. Well,
But no, I don't think I would go to Canada because I think it'll spread to Canada. This will
but they
definitely
already
spread
got that
into
kind of like
Canada.
mentality. You saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me think a little harder. Let me think a little harder. Can't go to Africa because they be messing up stuff over there. Can't go to Europe because they be messing up stuff, and it's right there by Russia. Can't go to Germany. I could possibly Germany, or I don't want to violate no laws in Thailand. They'll get your ass. Venezuela, Peru,
Now I would do Peru. I wouldn't do Venezuela. It's too corrupt. Peru is good. Now listen, Costa Rica is really good, and Costa Rica is super cheap. You can live on in Costa Rica, like you can live there for like a year. Let's say I decided I was going to go to Costa Rica for a year, rent like an Airbnb, not do any kind of work while I was there. I could probably live in Costa Rica for a year for like $12,000. That's
Oh,
cheap to
oh
me.
shit. Okay, okay,
I mean,
Costa Rica.
that's cheap. I mean, that's cheap to me. That's renting a place to live. That's all my food. That's all my activities. I think that's cheap.
Okay, I can do that.
Told you
I can do that.
Guatemala, our Guatemala people that work for us said we'd be treated like queens and kings there.
In
Cheap.
Guatemala. In
Yep.
Guatemala. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Well, I'll be taking a boat or a train or something. I'm not gonna do this with y'all. I'm not gonna do this.
I'm like Gigi. I'm like Gigi. Let's go on a cruise and just don't get back on at port.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. I don't want to do this. I, I don't want to do it for my kids' sake. I'll come back when it's done. I visit as a citizen from somewhere else. I don't want to do this. And y'all can kick me out once it's kick me out too.
I'm like fed up. He said earlier in the chat, he said, I don't think we're going to make it another 3 years. I don't, I don't know. I don't know how we will sustain 3 years going at this rate of speed in the direction that we're going.
I mean, the speed is super fast. Like you said, I was expecting next year. I really was. Like, I game planned this. I game planned this. I said, oh, this is going to be next year. They're going to start bringing the National Guard in. Then the recession happens. And then, boom, we're going to see a lot of people hungry. Oh, no, this going to be Christmas time. We're going to see a lot of hungry people.
Yeah. And y'all know what happens when people get hungry. Like, that's when they start acting out, right? Because people are going to do whatever they have to do to feed their families and their kids. Like, unfortunately, it becomes law of nature, right? Survival of the fittest. That's the law. That's just the law of nature in every species and every land. And that's eventually what they're banking on it becoming. And
I'm
because
not
if
believing it.
because I mean, if we take each other out, that's just less that they have to worry about. I mean, that's less population control that they have to worry about if we take each other out.
Uruguay, I got you. I got you. I got a question to the chat. Because I would definitely, if the chat answers this, now I know they really speeding it up because they're gonna, what they're doing is I know they're just kind of doing a logistical thing, less and less and less. Who's seeing less stuff on their store shelves? Let's see. Who's seeing like going into different stores? Who's seeing like less groceries on their stores? I gotta see. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, they doing it, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is go in the store and it's gonna be like a few cans. They're gonna have the food. There's gonna be a few cans.
I'm,
That COVID was an experiment.
I'm just sick with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I know. Okay.
I mean, I got my emergency room. I got my stockpile. I mean, that's all well and good, but I'm just sick with it.
Okay. Yeah, they playing. They playing big time in our face. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
just urge everybody again, just stay alert. Check the independent news sources. Just be aware of what's going on. If you're in those larger cities, if you ever think that you may be stopped, go ahead and keep your paperwork on you or keep a copy of it on your phone so you don't have your actual paperwork so they can take it away from you. But keep something on you. Um, keep in contact with your people. Check on your people often. I don't know. Take care of each other. That's all. That's all from me today. I'm sad about it. I just,
All All right, well, let me see if I can feed some goodness up into this.
Yeah, feed us some goodness. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm giving everybody an air hug.
Let's see if I can. Right. Oh, let me let you up.
Hello. Just real quick, it's been talked a lot about it in the chat. If you don't already support Aaron Parnas, please go support him. Love Under the Desk News, but there's another person out there calling for his arrest and his prosecution.
The news reporter?
Yes, Aaron Parnas. He's independent.
Who's calling for?
So it's a big influencer, but he added Pam Bondi on X, which brings all the light. You know, like, yes, it's an influencer. It's not somebody political yet, but he added her and is saying that he wants him prosecuted, trying to say that he is the reason for the riots in LA, and is trying to bring, you know, all kinds of negativity to him. And, you know, it may be just an influencer right now, but since it's out there and since he added Pam Bondi, so he made a short video an hour or so, well, it came out an hour or so ago on YouTube about how he's not going to stand down, he's not going to give up, and, you know, he's going to fight the fight, but they're putting pressure on him again. And yes, he is amazing. And so is Under the Desk News and other people. So if you don't support him, please find him on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and go support him because he's the real deal. He goes sometimes days without sleep trying to get us what's going on. And that man is not the reason for the riots. And people need to knock it off.
I agree. I agree. Thank you.
Thank you. You can drop me.
Yes,
Have a good day, everybody.
you do the same. Let me tell you something. If they arrest him, if he gets arrested, my face look like that. If he gets arrested, because he don't belong to a corporate, he don't have nobody to shut him up. He don't have nobody to shut him up and say, go take a seat and stop talking about that man. If they arrest him, I'm not reporting anymore, and I'm going to be preparing myself. If they arrest him, and I don't give a fuck if he get out the next day, I will not be reporting anymore, and I'll be preparing myself. Understand that. If he gets arrested, that's authoritative power. If he gets arrested, I'm not reporting on shit no more. No more 7. I'm changing the name of that YouTube. I'm not reporting on shit no more, and I'll be preparing myself. So, no, I'm already prepared. I'm saying I'll be preparing myself. I'll be making it official. You understand? So, don't you worry. No. I'll leave everything goddamn here. I'm gone, boy. If they arrest him, yeah, you can count the days. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with none of that. You got me fucked up. Some people saw the North Star before it was even a thing. Woo! Woo! Shit.
Oh, I cut you off in silence.
Oh.
Yes, I do. You ain't
Oh.
I ain't gonna yell, I ain't gonna holler, I ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm out there, Gigi.
I ain't heard.
You can stay.
Gone. I'm already gone, but I'm already about it.
I don't even know which one of these plays. Let me play this one. Boy.
And today, I want somebody to understand how powerful your silence has been. It has been powerful.
All right, let me take a left. How many of y'all started the 80-part series? Let me take a left. This will probably calm me down. How many of y'all started the 80-part series? How many started it? Okay, so the storytelling's on point. It doesn't do like what other creators do when they say like, share, and I'll put up the next part. That's another reason I like it. It's just a continued story. The story, you only 5 in? No, it captured you. It captured you. Yeah, it captured you. Yeah, it's in a playlist. So it just can go and go. On to the next. Oh, to the next. Yeah, got it in the playlist too. Yeah. Okay, you at that part. Okay. Okay, you doing good. A key. I can't remember that. Like my mind really can remember that. A key P.E.R. A key like key K-E-Y-P-R-E. Okay. Thank you, Queen. Nah, it's good. You don't need that one wrapped up. It'll fill your day versus all the drama. Queen posted it. Yeah.
And today, I want somebody to understand how powerful your silence has been. It has been powerful and it has been effective over these people who have done everything that they can to get a reaction out of you. See, there are people who expected a reaction out of you after all that they've done to verbally, mentally, maybe.
I can't even do it no more. I hope one of y'all go live. You know, I didn't know some news was going to get me so high sprung. I appreciate y'all. But I can't. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood after all the news steps that went down today. I'm not in the mood. That Aaron thing done took me out, because if that actually happens, nah, that ain't even cool. So I'm gonna play my exit song, and I got an exit song. I got an exit song actually. I'm up out of here. Go. Gone. I'll come back later. I gotta go. Let me do some stuff. Holla at you.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are